Alabama is playing for its 15th national championship. The Crimson Tide, no doubt, one of the most celebrated college football programs in the nation.
Fox 10 News reporter Letitia Bush joins us now live from South Florida for more on Alabama's legacy. Now, Letitia, you saw the tradition firsthand on a recent trip to Tuscaloosa, huh?
I did, John and Lenise. You know, all it takes is one trip to Tuscaloosa to really understand Alabama tradition and Alabama's love for football. They've got big giant A's in the roads. Roll Tide is everywhere. They love some football. But at the Paul Bryant Museum, they break down Alabama's tradition and football history down to the greatest detail. And Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish, they too have a place in Alabama history.
I'd like for the people to remember me as being a winner, because I ain't never been nothing but a winner.
For the Crimson Tide, winning championship games are not just celebrated, they are cherished.
Intercepted by Teague. George Teague to the end zone, touchdown.
Championship rings and trophies are polished and placed behind glass cases at the Paul Bryant Museum. Its legendary coaches are carved in bronze in Tuscaloosa.
According to this beautiful plaque I'm holding here, the Alabama football team was national champion in 1961.
It's clear Alabama loves to win.
And you know, they say that in some places football is just a sport, but as a saying, you know, here in Alabama it's a way of life, and it is, because it's 365 days a year.
The museum is filled with stories of big wins and legendary coaches. Director Ken Gaddy says these archives show just how dedicated the university is to the game of football.
Well, it's been going on since the 1920s, the first trips to the Rose Bowls in the 20s, national championships in the 20s, 30s, all through the 60s, dominating the 60s and the 70s. So that's one of the things we need to remember. It's not just today, it's a long, long history of that tradition here on campus.
The museum has an archive room that holds thousands of reels that feature hundreds of games, including one in particular that's on a lot of Alabama fans' minds right now, 1986, Notre Dame versus Alabama.
Wide to the top of the picture, and down goes Furlan.
It was the sack heard around the world.
Cornelius Bennett, ball comes loose.
And it happened during the Tide's only win against Notre Dame in 1986.
Cornelius Bennett decks Furlan, and the ball comes free.
True to Notre Dame and Alabama fashion, the moment ended up in the Bryant Museum, a painting documenting history between two legendary teams.
Furlan felt that mistake too.
Alabama fans hope to witness another legendary moment this year, and if it happens, it will find its place amongst some of the greatest.
Okay, so you heard me talk a little bit about the sack that happened in 1986, and that's sort of the magical moment that Notre Dame fans and Alabama fans are really looking forward to this Monday. And of course, we will be documenting all of the historic moments that happen along the way. And I want you guys to know too, we're on Twitter. If you go to fox10tv.com, we're writing blogs about our experience, so make sure you check those out too.
Oh, we certainly look forward to that, Letitia. So, Letitia, last night they had a big game over Miami. How are they prepping for this game coming up next week?
Well, you know, we went to the Sun Life Stadium earlier today to kind of check out the place. And it was interesting because, John, as you know, the Orange Bowl just finished up and workers were there literally tearing down posters and banners, and they are putting up BCS National Championship posters. So they're kind of transforming the city into BCS mode, mind you, if you will. And it's really interesting, too, because some of the Floridians here, it's kind of a normal day for them. I mean, they're used to the hustle and bustle, but for fans, this is really great to see everything kind of transform to BCS.
And speaking of fans, you see any Alabama fans down there right now?
Well, Anise, you know, when we were traveling down 700 miles, we were on the prowl for any Alabama and Notre Dame fans. We wanted to see who was on the road coming here. And we spotted some RVs and some bumper stickers. But so far, we haven't seen too many. A lot of Florida State fans from the past game, but we haven't seen too many yet. But I bet you the town would be painted crimson and white any day now.
All right. Thanks, Letitia.
Thanks a lot. Now be sure to stick with Fox 10 News all week long for our live continuing coverage of the BCS Championship game. We'll have live reports from South Florida on all of our newscasts leading up to Alabama's shot at the national title. And remember, you can find all of our exclusive stories and extras, including season records, photo galleries, and blogs written by our reporters in Miami, all on our website, fox10tv.com.